When I met Michael, and very quickly I realized that this was not a real profession, and that this whole thing took place in a kind of like this reality, but a slightly altered one. That always interests me. That it's a world that's very authentic and consistent, but isn't necessarily this one. And I got interested in that. I mean, I've always just been interested in the way that sound influences our behavior. I think that that's something. I mean, I remember putting on "I'm Sailing Away" by Styx when I was a kid, and my first girlfriend, like, that was her favorite song. I hated the song when we were going out, but then after we broke up, whenever I'd hear that song, it was just like something about it had something to do with her, but it had something to do with the song. It would elicit a certain feeling, and it wasn't just of sadness or something. It was like a very specific feeling. And of course, anyone who makes a movie knows the power of sound, because you go, "Oh, this scene isn't quite emotionally resonating." Well, we know what sound to make it do that. So I'm a big believer in the power of it. I thought it would be an interesting thing to explore. I mean, I feel like I just showed up. The thing that I was mostly obsessed with before we started was, I really wanted him to cast Austin Pendleton to play like my mentor, because Austin is my mentor in my life and has been for a long time. I've worked with him as a director 4 times or something like that. So just the idea of having someone really strong to look up to, who are this, make sure this guy has heroes, and then to make sure that toolbox was something I understood, that everything in that toolbox had a purpose. I knew how to operate it. There was no, a lot of times you're given like a toolbox like that the your first day that you use it on set, and you're like fumbling around trying to figure out how to pretend to use all of this stuff. I really understood that equipment, and that feeds into the obsession. Anyone who's ever had an obsession, frequently they also have their stuff that feeds their obsession, and that was my stuff.